Hi and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing what my kindergartners curriculum is going to be for 2022 to 2023. So if you like seeing curriculum videos, please remember to subscribe and let's get into this video. Okay, so I already have curriculum videos for my 5th grader, my 4th grader, and my 2nd grader. And so I'll make sure those are linked down below if you want to check any of those out. So today we're going to do kindergarten, and it's a little bit different than my other ones. That my older kids have very similar curriculum that they're using, but for kindergarten, I have a little bit more of a variety of stuff, just because they need a variety, right? We don't want them to get bored, and just a lot of like little simple things. Some of them more to keep her busy, and some of it just for learning that's a little bit unique and different every single day, so she just doesn't get bored, so she's having fun. So we're gonna start out with scriptures because that's where all my kids have started, and her scriptures will be a little bit different. I create this curriculum for my older kids, but this is gonna be too hard for her to be able to write or anything. So either I'll make a separate booklet for her, or she'll just draw the scripture story or something that we're talking about, because they do some drawing and some writing in here, and we're studying the Old Testament this year. And so I might just have her get a piece of paper and she can just draw a picture. So she'll still be participating, and we'll have her do some form of scripture study, which we usually do in our group work, but they individually are filling out their scripture study for the day. So we'll figure out some way to make it work so she's still participating, but it's a little bit more simplified for her. So that's kind of where we are with that. Okay, and then for math, she has been doing the Good and the Beautiful's kindergarten math this last year as she's been in preschool. So here it is, and here's the little like manipulative box that comes with it. So we might work on some of this over the summer, and she might finish it up over the summer. We'll have to see, or she'll start on this a little bit next year, but she's getting pretty good at it and pretty fast. So I already bought the level 1 from the Good and the Beautiful. So here's the manipulative kit for it right here, and then the booklet. And so we'll start working on this when she's ready. This might be a little bit more advanced for her. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, she's all of a sudden picking up on math, but I don't know when she'll be quite ready for this. So we'll keep working through the kindergarten one, but we probably will finish it either before kindergarten even starts for her, or partway through the year, depending on how quickly she goes through it and how well she's getting the concept. So I bought level 1 so we just be ready to go when she gets there. So that's kind of what she's doing for math. And then for her like language arts, I have a variety of things going on right here. So the Good and the Beautiful is redoing a whole bunch of their language arts, but we were already doing the preschool, and she's still working on this. The letters have been a little bit trickier for her than numbers, and so we're going to continue to work on this, and it comes with this practice sheets book and a few other things. So we'll finish this hopefully during the summer. And then I bought the pre-K, or the level 1 primer. Level K primer is what it's called. It's right here. If I just read it, I know what it's called. The level K primer, and I think all of this is being redone, and I don't know if it's already available or if it will soon be available from the Good and the Beautiful. But I was like, I don't really care for kindergarten, like pre-K and kindergarten, if I have the newest edition or not. And they had a whole bunch of the language art curriculum they're getting rid of was all on sale for like half off. So I'm like, I'm just gonna buy it half off, and we'll just use the old curriculum and it will be fine. So I got the level K primer one right here, and it comes with this cute little book. So we'll work on that. Usually, we'll try to go through that every single day. But then in my little thing here, right, it's all my Good and Beautiful pre-K and kindergarten stuff. I also got the level K. So when she finishes, maybe partway through the year, again, it just will depend on her pace. And that's something I love about homeschooling, is just going at my kids' pace. Sometimes they speed up, and sometimes they're going a little bit slower, and it's fine. We can just go with where they're at. So that's why I have a variety of curriculum, so that we're ready kind of where they are needed to, where they need us to be. And then this is the reader that goes with K. And then it came with some phonics cards right here that I need to break apart. And then some like mini books. So I haven't opened those yet. So those are all the things that come with it. I don't know what will come with the new the new program, the new language arts stuff from The Good and the Beautiful, but that's what I have. And then as part of her language arts, she will also be doing handwriting. We usually do this while I'm like reading to them just to kind of keep their hands busy. They have pre-K ones, which she did this last year. They're like little doodle ones. And so then she'll be starting level K this next year. And so this will just be something while I'm sitting there reading or we're doing group work, she can do a page or two in that to practice her handwriting. So that's kind of the main stuff she's gonna be working on, but then we're gonna add in a few other things from day to day, just depending how things are going. So one of the things that I wanted to do was add in the Bob books. And my what is he, second grader, when he was in preschool, read through the Bob books and had a really fun time with that. And we have a couple sets of them, but we don't have very many. And so several months ago, Angela Braniff had talked about this big like deluxe reader collection. And I had looked for it on Amazon and it wasn't readily available. And I know people get it from Costco, but I don't live by Costco. And so I was like, okay, well, we'll just kind of wait. And then Angela Braniff had another recent video where she was talking about this, and then it was directly available at the time. Hopefully it still is, from Amazon. And then she mentioned the workbooks, and I didn't know there were workbooks. So this is pre-K, I just ordered them all. So I'm prepared for the year, and K and then K to 1. So I don't know if we'll even get to this one this year, we'll see. But in each of these books, it talks about what books go with it. And so then you have, you know, your readers right here. And then this deluxe kit also came with these two on top, which I think is what we start with, because this is alphabet and then this is pre-reading skills. And Angela Braniff was very impressed with this, and I love Angela Braniff's recommendations. I feel like they're usually pretty good, and she is very thorough about why she likes things and why she doesn't, and so I really love that. So we're gonna try it out, and I just bought them all, you know, we're just diving right in and trying it all. So we'll probably do one page of this a day too, because like I said, most of her stuff goes really quick. We usually only spend like 30 to 45 minutes all together for kindergarten curriculum. Even first grade sometimes is that quick as well. And so I don't feel bad adding in a little bit of stuff here and there, because it really doesn't add that much time. So we're gonna try it out, and I'll definitely do a review of how it's all going and how I like it later on in the school year. And then just a few other like random things that we will add in to kind of change up the day-to-day stuff are from The Good and the Beautiful. So I have some math games that I had got from them. This is an addition one and this is a subtraction one. And so we'll put those in, and I could even have my older kids do it with her, which is nice while I work with somebody else. So there's those games. And then I have a lot of just kind of random reading books. So these are some beginning reading books that I got from The Good and the Beautiful. So box A, box B. So once she gets more into reading, this will just be something we can switch it up. And I try to have my kids, we're trying to be better about doing like 20 minutes of reading every day, like their individual reading. So this could also be something she'd look through and either read to my older kids if I'm busy with one of them, or she could read to me. And so I got those little books. And then there's a poetry book that we can spend a little bit of time in sometimes. We'll see. Again, this is just a bunch of random stuff, but I feel like it feels random. But it just kind of switches it up, because especially for a young kid, doing all the same things all the time can be extremely boring. And then The Good and the Beautiful had a whole bunch of these small animal like flip books. And so I thought these would be fun just to give her something to do. I need to cut them apart, but you can cut them apart in here, and then you can match the different animals and line them up the way they're supposed to go. And so this is something to kind of keep her busy, because I feel like that's the hardest part with little kids, is how do you keep them busy while you're trying to help your bigger kids. And so this is something that can go in like her drawers for the day that can keep her busy. And then along with some different books, this was one from The Good and the Beautiful, What Can You Do, Kangaroo? And then I can spy, what does this say? I can spy mammals and nature. And so these all came with these books. You know, it's kind of a little bit sciencey, but something that she can do by herself, or, you know, I read it to her and then she can do it by herself. So it's like, find these images in here, and then gives a little bit like, did you know a tiger's roar is so loud it can be heard from a mile away? And so then she could work on this again by herself. She can just look for the pictures by herself, or she could work with one of her older siblings on it. So those are just a few extra things that can be added in to kind of keep her busy, that are entertaining for her to do. And then the last thing I really want to try to do for her, and my other kids can use it as well, is to create a sensory bin every single week. And just, you know, from what we already have, like we have Play-Doh, we have kinetic sand, and you know, just whatever random things I can put together, and she can just play with that for the week. And it's something that she can do when she's finished all of her like normal work, that keeps her busy so that I can help my other kids. So that's something I'm gonna try to do. So if you have good resources for sensory bins, or like a good like blog or something like that that you just love, that gives really good ideas, and you know, maybe seasonal ideas or themes, please link it down below, because I would love to have more ideas as we go into this next school year. Okay, so that's my kindergartner's curriculum for this next school year. I hope you enjoyed this video, and remember to give it a thumbs up and to comment down below any sensory bin ideas that you may have, and I will see you next time.